Hi, I'm Jeff Ludy, the owner of Houston Window Experts. Thank you for watching this video. Today we're going to discuss a comparison between the Andersen window and the NT window. This window is made from vinyl. This window is made from Andersen's proprietary Fibrex. If you've ever had Andersen windows out to your house, they're called Renewal by Andersen, to show you their window, this is the product they talked about. They probably talked about how it's the best window in the world, right? And it is a very, very good window. But today I want to show you a comparison to another very good product. This is made by a company called NT. They're based out of Fort Worth, Texas. And if you live in the Houston area, no doubt you've probably heard about NT. So I'm going to cover some of the differences. I'm going to show you some things I like better about each product. And then, of course, you can decide if either of these work for you. I'm standing in our showroom here at 467 West 38th Street, where we Houston Window Experts carry 20 brands of windows and doors. And that's what I like about the way we do business is we don't just have one window and tell you it's the very best. We have many windows to choose from because what might be the best window for one person may not be the best window for you. So as you can see, both of these windows are the same size. They're different colors, and I did that on purpose to show you some differences. This product is actually in a color called Cocoa, and you get about 6 window color options on this product from Andersen. This product is just basic white window. They also have an almond and they have a tan. And then they also have some two-tone windows where you could get a dark exterior if a dark exterior is something that's important to you. But the biggest difference probably between these two windows is that this one is made from a product called Fibrex, and this is made from vinyl. So which one's better? Well, that's hard to answer. Andersen did not want to get into the vinyl window business. For many years, they've been known as a wood window company. But when they saw the surge in vinyl, they thought, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? So they came out with this product. It's different, it's unique, it's something that only they make. And here's what happened. Andersen makes so many wood windows that one guy, one day, looked down at the floor and said, what are we doing with all this sawdust? They actually incorporate that sawdust from their plants into a composite material, partly like vinyl would be, and create a hybrid. It's 40% wood and it's 60% other inert ingredients that they kind of hold as a secret. So it does have some of the benefits of wood. This is actually paintable. You can paint it like you would paint wood. Where vinyl, you have to use specialized paint, and it doesn't always stick very well if you don't have a professional place to do it with the right equipment. So if you're going to have a colored window from vinyl, it needs to be applied at the factory. But this you could actually do at home. You could put this window in, have it for 5 years, change your mind about the color, and you could paint it just like you would paint wood. So that's one nice thing about it. One of the things that I don't care for about Fibrex, though, is that Fibrex is very, very brittle. In fact, we do not like to install the Andersen Fibrex windows if we get below about 40 degrees. Now, that doesn't happen a lot in Houston, but on a cold day, we've had this happen. You just get a little too tight with your screws, it'll actually splinter this material. This material is very tough, it's very strong, and it's very brittle. Vinyl, of course, is flexible. Vinyl does well in cold, it does well in heat until you get to extreme heat. And so it's easier to use, easier to install in any climate or any condition. Now, they both happen to have the same glass. That's one of the secrets about our industry. While there are about 1,800 window companies in the US, there are only 4 major glass manufacturers. And all of the window companies buy their glass from someone. They don't make their own glass, they buy it from someone. So, if you talk to the Andersen people, they'll tell you, we are using the best glass in the world. And they'll spend an hour telling you about how wonderful their glass is, about how there's a guy in a chamber full of argon gas so that it's completely filled with gas compared to their competitors, and on and on and on. If you've ever had one of these people to your home, you know, you're smiling right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. What they're not telling you is that this glass that's in their window is the same glass that's in the Pella window, the Marvin window, the Milgard window, the Amsco window, the NT window, okay? So both of these windows have the exact same glass. So what makes their glass better than this glass? Nothing. What makes one window different than another, in this case, is going to be what the frame material is made out of, the quality and the workmanship of the work, and of course the operation and the warranty that goes behind it. So let me point out some things that are very common about these windows as well, not just the glass. The width of the profile on both of these windows is nearly identical. This one is right at 3 inches. This is about 2 3/4 inches. So this is just a little bit narrower than this is, which means in the same size window, you're going to experience a little bit more glass space. It doesn't matter so much on a bigger window like this, but if you have a small window, like one of those little windows that's by your front door, neither one of these is superb at giving you the most amount of glass. This company actually makes a very narrow profile window that they would use just for that situation, where the Andersen window 100 series does not. So if you have a real small window somewhere in your house, this one's going to lose a lot of glass, whereas this product, they make a very narrow 1.5 inch wide profile specifically just for those types of windows. Also, I want to show to you a little bit about how they operate from the inside. So let me turn this around. You'll notice right away that the inside on this window is actually white, where the outside is a dark color. And that's because Andersen can make this window in a two-tone product. NT can also make their window two-tone. By the way, this is a good time to point out that NT actually stands for North Texas. NT Windows is about a 40-year-old company. They're based out of Fort Worth, and they actually started just covering North Texas. They've grown and grown and grown, and they're like an awesome company, great people, family-owned, and they actually cover 9 southern states now. They know hot climate because that's where they sell their windows, and they do a really good job of it. So I want to show you the differences on the locks. I really like that Andersen makes this lock. It's called a positive action lock. And what it does is when I close this window, it's going to automatically lock. See how nice that is? So kind of cool. You know that if your windows are closed, your windows are locked. You don't have to worry about someone forgot to lock the window. This company actually uses a dual lock system. So this one actually gets a little bit better air leakage ratings. So the performance numbers are a little bit better on this, but it does require that you turn the lock, and then you have to turn 2 of them. But I tell you what I do like about this product a little bit better as well is the ease of use. This is actually easier to operate than that. And the reason is because behind here, which you can't see, there's actually a continuous balancer that is a spring coil steel that actually helps raise and lower the unit, where this one uses a block and tackle. So block and tackle is going to provide a variable amount. I wish you could feel this. This is much harder to operate. Block and tackle is going to provide a variable amount of strength, whereas a constant force balancer is going to give you the even amount of strength all the way through. Makes it much easier to operate. Also, as far as like the cleanliness, the look of having a clean finish, you'll notice on the Andersen product, there's actually a gap in here. And I can see some of the hardware that is functioning in here. You see how this slides up and down inside this track? See that? I can see these rough edges. I can see this piece of hardware that's up here. And so this looks a little less polished, a little less finished than the NT does. If you notice, NT has what's called a balance cover here. This is covered. It's really nice and neat, a real nice clean look. And so in this case, this gets a thumbs up compared to the Andersen. One other thing I want to point out that this window does that window doesn't do. This product actually tilts in. This may be important to you. It's kind of nice for cleaning the window if you'd like. You can actually just pull this out like this, and you can access this side of the window. Also, if this glass were to break, and it does come with an accidental glass breakage warranty, you can just pull this up and take it out and put a new one in. It's quite easy to do. One of the things that I also like about this window compared to the Andersen window is the ability to remove the screen from the inside. So this one, if you notice, has 2 little tabs down here, and I put my finger in these tabs and I just lift like this, okay? And this is a little tricky, right? So, but I can turn it around, I can get it wiggled through here. It's not the easiest thing to do, but I can actually get the screen back in. Now, if I'm outside on a ladder or outside standing there, obviously it's not quite as hard. Now, this one is a little bit different. This particular window, remember I showed you how it tilts in? I like how this company actually makes their screen with a locking mechanism instead of one of those pull tabs. I just pull down on this lock on this side, pull down on the lock on that side, And look at that. How nice is that? So it's easier to get the screen off, to clean the screen, or to leave the screen off completely. A lot of people don't like the look of a screen, so they actually leave their screen in the closet. But if you have a beautiful season, or let's say we had a hurricane and you had to open your windows for 2 weeks because we lost power, you could go to the closet, you could pull the screen out, you could open the window, you tilt it down, you slide this in, you push the locks, and look at that, you're done. Last thing about this window compared to the Andersen. The Andersen window does not have any metal reinforcement in the middle here, whereas the NT window actually does have aluminum reinforcement across this sash and across this cross member as well. Why and what does that do for me? Well, there's 2 reasons that they have it there. One is because it gives you a better place for the window to interlock and has more strength, which means this is a better performing window when it comes to the numbers. But the other reason they do it is because this window, unlike many windows, is actually a virgin vinyl window. What's a virgin vinyl window? Well, it means it's never been used before. This vinyl has not been recycled. It's not regrind. It's not from another previous product that was made. This is the first time this vinyl's been used. There are some benefits, but there's some drawbacks to virgin vinyl. One of the benefits is that it's going to last a very long time because it's not going to discolor and it's not going to have any previous use that it brings into this new product that it's being used for. The negative to it is that virgin vinyl is actually kind of soft. In fact, I like to use the example about gold, right? Pure gold is great if you have it in the bank, but you wouldn't want to have a pure gold wedding band. It'd be too soft, it's too easy to dent, it's too easy to scratch up. So this is not soft and it's not going to dent, it's not going to scratch. But since it is softer material, it has to then be made thicker. So this is a much heavier gauge vinyl than what you'd normally find in a vinyl window. And then it also needs some metal reinforcement in the areas where it comes together for additional durability and strength. You can be proud to own either of these windows. These are both great windows with great glass, and if you have a great installer, you'll be smiling at the end of your window project. Thanks for watching this video. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. If you're on our website, you can go to the right-hand side. There's a contact form if you'd like more information about these windows or any of the other brands that we sell. I'm Jeff Ludy, and I want to say thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a great day.